The FIFA president is in town on a one-day thank you visit and wasted little time in expressing his delight in being here among friends, making special mention there of David John Williams, the president of the TTFA, who supported his candidacy to become the most powerful man in world football. The moment when the FIFA president, regarded in some quarters as the most powerful man in all of sport, touched down on local soil for a whirlwind one-day visit. He was soon greeting the top brass of local football in President David John Williams and some of his executives, along with Sports Minister Darrell Smith. And before too long, he was inside the VIP lounge expressing his gratitude to John Williams and the TTFA for their support 1 year removed from lobbying their vote as the then FIFA presidential candidate.
We have a new FIFA now. We have a new CONCACAF as well. We have a new Trinidad and Tobago Football Association. We are working hand in hand with the government. We are working hand in hand with the authorities. We're working in a clean way, in a transparent way, in an open way. We are accountable for our actions. We want to be accountable. But most importantly, we want to focus now really on the game, on football.
He also applauded the efforts of the TTFA in aligning itself with the ideals of FIFA as they strive to move the game forward from the bottom up.
We are doing a lot, we are investing a lot. We have increased the investment, for example, in the CONCACAF region on a yearly basis from 19.5 million to 60.5 million, so we more than tripled our investment in the region. We increased the number of teams participating in the World Cup as of 2026 in the region as well, CONCACAF from 3.5 to 6.5, which is giving a real boost to those who want to seriously invest in football, as I know is the case in Trinidad and Tobago.
The man making him feel at home here in TNT is David John Williams, who also likened their arrival on the scene as two peas in the same pod.
We both inherited a mess. You inherited a mess at FIFA. Our friend Victor inherited a mess at CONCACAF, and we inherited a mess at the TTF. And it's no secret. It's not about putting on anybody. But we're on an upward curve. I thank you for coming here. I thank you for taking the time off from your busy schedule to show interest in Trinidad and Tobago football and by extension Caribbean football. And I know we have a lot to see later. Again, thank you very much, and you're most welcome.
To this, a grateful Infantino had this response.
It's not something that can happen overnight. It's not something that you do from one day to the next. It's long-term, it's sustainable investment. That's what we want. Legacy to be built, real legacy, not personal legacy, but legacy for the country, for the social movement, for football, and this is what is happening in this country.
Infantino's push is to expand the game at all levels, including but not limited to the increase in teams at the World Cup finals. Meanwhile, at a press conference held at the Atto Bolden Stadium later in the day, Infantino touched on a number of programs within the new FIFA that he is especially happy about. He also touched on the passion for the sport that he is seeing in TNT after having held discussions with top local officials and government ministers earlier in the day. He feels this is ideal for TNT to position itself among the top countries in the region, especially in football.
Let me say at the outset that I'm very happy to be here in this country, in Trinidad and Tobago, after the meetings also of this morning with the President, with the Prime Minister, with the Sports Minister, with some other ministries, ministers of the government, because I've seen in them and I've seen in the population just driving around football pitches everywhere, kids playing football everywhere. I've seen really the passion that this country has for football. And this is, of course, the main ingredient that we need if we want to build new organizations.
The FIFA president is also passionate about women's football and says a new program is being rolled out shortly within FIFA to indicate this and to move the sport forward. He also feels that video technology will be utilized to some degree at next year's World Cup in Russia after successful trials at various levels.
So we proposed some tests. We proposed a 2 years test period, which we started immediately last year. We tested in several matches. In the first, as a first official competition in the last club World Cup in Japan. And the tests have been very, very promising and very successful. We have had a first update in March this year at the IFAB meeting again. And I hope and I believe that in the World Cup next year in Russia, for the first time in a World Cup, we will have officially the video assistant refereeing being able to help the referees taking decisions.